this video where we continue creating the charter frame for project 18.1, and you can review the previous videos. I believe this one is number 6. We are working with the charter frame at this point, and in the previous video we created the input panel, and in this one we create the output panel. To refresh your memory, the output panel will have a grid layout, and in the grid layout we'll have two components. One that is the bar component, one is the by component. So we'll create the output panel, create the layout and make it grid layout, and then create an object of the bar component, set the chart of that object to the one we are using, and add it to the panel, and do the same for the pie. So let's go ahead and do that. So here is our output panel. So we'll say set the layout to grid layout with 2 columns and 1 row. So and you can do that by creating a grid layout object called the grid equal new grid layout and 1 and 2. And then add, so we say output dot set layout to grid layout. The next step is to create a bar component object. So we'll say bar component, bar equal new bar component. And then we need to assign the chart to the bar component object. Remember, in the bar component we had a chart, a set chart method. So we say set chart, and we assign it the chart here. Now this is very important because the bar component need a collection, and we created the collection here and added item to it here as the user enter them. So we want to make sure that this same data is the one that exists in the bar chart, and that's where we do that. Then after we do this, add the bar to the panel. So we'll say output dot add, and we'll add the bar. Now this statement is the one that triggers paint component. Sometimes people ask me, where is paint component come from? Paint component happens here. When the this is added and the frame is visible, it calls on the panel to draw itself, which in turns call on all its components to draw itself, which then calls on the paint component in each one of those components, and that's what's happening here. That's where this happens. Now the same thing, repeat again, create a pie component object, and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So pie component, pie equal new pie component. Since the pie component in my design here is a separate component, I will need to assign the chart to the pie component again as well. If you made a design where both of them were a member of the same component, then you don't have to redo that again. So pie.set chart, and then add the pie to the panel. So output.add pie, and then return the panel. So that's all what we need to do for creating the output panel. So this seems, I think that's all what we need to do. I hope I didn't forget anything. And I don't have to worry. If I forget anything, the compiler will make sure that I remember. And when we run the program, the Java runtime environment will make sure that I remember by giving me errors. So I think that's all. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to run it because we did the application before. So let's see what's gonna happen here. So here is and you can see the others, and the reason we don't see the other is just you need to increase the width. Here is what the flow layout does. It adjusts depend on the size, so you just need to resize so you have a decent one. And apparently, as you can see, I have too much for the title. And I didn't use the title. I think the drawing wanted to display the title. Maybe we can do that. I also forgot to fill the rectangle. So but all of this is okay. So let's call them item 1. Give it a length of uh, 50. Make it black. So add it. So here is my circle, and here is my bar. Um, then let me add item 2. Make that 100 and make it blue. So here is it coming again. Here is my third one. I'll make that 200, make that green. And let's go for item 4, and I'm gonna make that smaller one, 25, and I'll make that red. So here is that. All right. So I guess I did something. I'm starting the bar charts from right in the bottom, and I'm starting the those charts in here right in there. And I wonder if did I do the grid layout correctly? Um, Maybe I need to do it 2 and 1 or something. But in any way, these are all adjustments that can be easily made. The main point is I have a bar chart that is showing. I have a bar chart that is showing. Just need to clean them up, move this a little bit up, and see if I can align these two together and get this one to move to the side here. This is because this is a center, and the center fills. So I just want to, I thought that this will divide in the middle, so this will come here a little bit more, but that's okay. And you can keep adding of those as you want. The way we design this, it can work with all the with as many data as you provided, and just gonna keep adjusting for as many as you do. And fortunately, once we delete this, once we close the program, all the data are erased. In chapter 19, which is your next project, you will learn how to save data to a file. So when your user adds data like this, you save it to a file, and then when you open the program, you can load it from a file and display it. So I'm gonna close this and go back and see if I can make this work, or yeah, let's give it a shot. We still 9 minutes. Let's spend 2 minutes trying to make this look nicer. If not, I'll leave that to you, or maybe put it in another video. But um, yeah, let's see what we can make to do to make this work. So let's go back to the data collection. See what I did with the bar chart. So the value of the y. So I said that the y is the height minus the length, which is correct, but I need to add um, I need to add a clearance. So let's define a clearance here, integer clearance, and maybe give the clearance to be the height over 4. So we'll say y equal height minus length minus clearance. So that hopefully move things up, and I can do a fill rectangle in addition or in place. Let's do in addition. And fill rectangle works the same way. You can also do a draw arc with the fill arc. If you don't want to do a fill arc, you can also do a draw arc. Other than that, I think these two work beautifully. The width over 2 for x, yeah, what I want to see first in the bar component, in the chart frame, what did we do here? Grid layout, let's do 2 and 1. I don't think that makes the difference I want, but I'll just try it. And I need to apparently change the width a little bit. So this is item 100. Okay, so that goes both of them on the top. So no, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so that's I think that's what I needed here. Let's see how it works. Maybe let's fix that width thing. So it's 500 the width, and the height. Height is good, but I think this one need to be 700. Yeah. So item 1, and probably the length 20, that needs to go down a little bit. Maybe 10 is enough, 10 character for the input panel, the length here. Maybe 10 is enough. So item 1, 100, blue, add, and item 2, 200, green, add, item 3. Notice here that the width has changed because this is how we made it. And then item 4, maybe 50, and black. And so, oops, I meant 50. It's gonna add it again. Okay, so this is the program, and you can make your own modification. Now that you have seen the entire structure, you can add option buttons and do an if statement based on the value of the option button. You add this to the panel or add that to the panel, and you can do your own other modifications. I hope you found this useful, and I hope it helped you um, uh, connect the dots and put things together. And I wish you the best. Thank you.